Yo, what is going on? We here.
I got a little gray. You see the gray coming in?
Oh, look at this guy. I got a whole lot of grays on. That's why I got my hat on. But nonetheless, there's merch coming. We've got hats. We've got shirts. Maybe somebody will get us a hoodie or two later on. I'm talking about the guy. Listen, we are back. Bearded Wrestling is back. And guess what? It can't be no better time because my champion is black. Back to back.
Yeah. I did mention that he was going to go after Bobby Lashley, but nobody gave me that credit. Everybody said Roman. Right? So I was right. Give it to me. Come on. I was right.
We still give Bobby praise. We still give Bobby praise for what he did.
Bobby did good, but I knew that was going to happen.
I give no praise to no one but the Lord Savior Jesus Christ.
No. I mean, I praise. No. We acknowledge.
Oh yeah, of course.
We acknowledge him, but I give honor where it's due.
Give honor.
The boy had a good run.
No, shout out
He's
to
gonna
Bobby.
get it back. I heard.
And for him to drop it to another black man,
I'm okay with that.
that's all right.
I'm okay with that.
I would even been all right if Randy did so happen to beat him.
Listen,
But then Big E would beat him. I'd be happy with that
listen.
too.
I'm hearing that the only reason why he won that match is because Bobby's gonna fight Goldberg again at the showdown in Saudi Arabia. They don't want to go for the title because Goldberg can't really go that he can't go. So it was like, yeah, that's what
I will pass on that.
He might have a chance on getting it back. He might get it back.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm talking about Bobby.
So listen, if we're gonna start right there, let's start right there. And this is what I have in my mind, right? When we were looking at what was going on last night, and
hold on for 1 second. Give me a minute.
all right, when we were looking at what was going on last night, I was just like, bro, I hope he doesn't come out. And then he came out, and I was just like, oh man, this is not gonna go good. Like, this is a bad thing. He's gonna get squashed. Like, why would they do this to him? And for him to win, automatically, every negative Nancy in the entire wrestling fan base came out. And within right.
Listen, when if you looked at Twitter and Instagram, the brother got love from all promotions. This wasn't just a WWE thing. This was not even just a culture thing. This is somebody who put work in. This is somebody who really paid dues. Like, you started off as Dolph Ziggler's valet. You know what I'm saying? AJ Lee's valet. To become one of the most prominent tag teams of all time.
All time, top 3.
And not only that, but to now fulfill your dream and to become WWE champion, not Universal champion, WWE champion, and he's a Triple Crown champion.
No,
It gets no better than that.
it was absolutely amazing.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. We acting like he never was champion before. I know now in this time it's different, but at the end of the day, he was champion before. It's much bigger because of the time we in right now for wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
The IC title don't count.
What championship?
No, I'm talking about he was a heavyweight champion at one.
When?
He never won the World Championship.
No.
I swear I'm bugging.
So it's official.
You are bugging.
You've been muted.
You are bugging.
It didn't take long.
He is a 2-time IC title holder. 2 times. Multiple time tag team holder. And at one time, for the first time, WWE champion.
I really thought he was champion before.
No.
Intercontinental
title. I'm bugging out there, bro.
Now,
Intercontinental.
and you know what, Will?
Original Intercontinental title.
Now, when we did the show before, and I'm trying to look for the video now to see which one it was, but I had mentioned before things that I saw was going to happen within the next 5 to 10 years. and this was one of my predictions. The only thing that I was wrong about was I always thought that it was going to be Big E first out of the three, and I still believe that it would have been Big E first if it wasn't for Kofi Mania. Like they just couldn't deny that.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm happy he's champion. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was.
Don't be negative. Don't be negative. Don't be negative.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. In my opinion, this is my opinion.
Don't be negative.
I think it was. Oh well, listen. Take it how you want to take it. But I felt like it was a desperation for WWE.
How so?
Because of everything that's going on in AEW.
Bro,
well, I feel my opinion. I think that it would have been on a bigger stage, and he should have won that title. Raw, I don't think was the right time.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. You know that Raw has better numbers than Dynamite?
Let me say this.
Hold on.
Okay, can I say this? Can I
you
say
know
this?
That Raw has better numbers than Rampage.
Okay, let me say this. That's because Raw and Dynamite is now on the same night. Let's keep that real. Bro. That's a fact.
Raw has better numbers.
And Dynamite is not on the same.
Hold on.
It's not on the same.
Doesn't matter. Raw has better numbers than both shows.
Listen, if Raw and Dynamite was neck and neck, Dynamite will beat Raw
last week.
That's a fact. Last
week alone, the numbers went like this: SmackDown, Raw. It was SmackDown, Raw, and then I think it went Dynamite, NXT, Rampage.
Okay, let me say this because I want to make this.
So
the real reason why. Let me say this.
Keep talking about and desperation, but people lie. Numbers don't. Will.
No, but listen, but they're not on the same night. I'm gonna say this. You're gonna say SmackDown is making more is have more numbers than Rampage, right? Understand, Rampage is only on for 1 hour.
Bro, SmackDown.
1 hour.
Bro, SmackDown is the best show on TV right now. Wrestling.
It's a great show. Don't get me wrong.
Is it?
Rampage
No. It's the best show.
No, it's a great show.
Well, it's not the best show. It's not the best wrestling show.
Cisco. Your take on this, Cisco. Be honest. Don't lie. What do you think? If
he's in the party dancing?
You know, Cisco.
He's there. He just got himself muted.
Yeah. All right, so Cisco, you heard what we talking about?
No, I was dealing with children.
Okay, I got you. So listen, this is what we say. Let's keep it 100 and be honest and don't lie. If AEW,
no. That's not what we were saying first.
What I was saying.
The question was, is SmackDown the best show on wrestling on TV right now for wrestling?
We were saying we didn't say that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Cisco?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now,
my list is always SmackDown, Dynamite, Raw, Rampage.
Okay. So
I agree with that.
Listen, you agree that if Dynamite was on as the same night as Raw, that Dynamite will have a bigger rating than Raw?
Oh, with Big E being champion now, I don't know.
Nah. Don't say Big E being champion.
No, I'm serious. Listen.
Nice. So before Big E being champion, do you think that Dynamite will beat Raw?
I think it would. I think it would be a back and forth type of thing, like how WCW and WWE was for Monday Night Wars when it was in that period when it was going back and forth, like 1 week them, 1 week them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as being a complete wash, nah.
No, I'm not going to say a complete wash. I think that they will have bigger ratings.
Now let me ask you a question.
What?
You want to talk so great about Dynamite, and I'm not talking bad about the show. But
I know. Listen, there's a lot of stuff that Dynamite can
Hold on, I'm not talking bad about them.
Yeah.
But if Dynamite was on the same night as SmackDown, who would win?
I think Dynamite would.
Yo, Will.
And my reason why. This is why.
Yo, Will. You're wild, bro.
No, this is why. If you talk about, listen. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Is losing the Dynamite on a weekly basis.
I didn't say SmackDown wasn't a great show. I did not say it wasn't a good show. But yes, I think Dynamite will win. In my opinion, I think Dynamite will win. Listen, you know what? Let's do a poll, bro. Put that on as a poll on Instagram or whatever. whatever Facebook, whatever social media, and I guarantee you that people's going to say Dynamite is going to beat out SmackDown. That's a fact.
You're crazy.
And let me tell you this: if Rampage was more than an hour, Rampage will beat out SmackDown as well.
You're nuts.
That's a fact, bro. It's
You're
It's
crazy.
a fact.
SmackDown
Don't
is
get me
the best
wrong.
thing wrestling.
SmackDown's all right. Let me ask you a question,
Bro, did you see SmackDown?
Yeah, I watched SmackDown. Yes,
Did you see how crazy SmackDown was?
it was okay. It was okay. Let's face it. Like SmackDown is going to be a good show regardless. But let's not
Do you
forget
hear this, bro? Let's go. Do you hear this, bro?
It was in New York City, so you know they had to represent and come hard in New York, of course.
The same thing AEW does when they're in Chicago. So what are you talking about?
But AEW is not. What I'm saying is that AEW. I can say this. The only thing you can say, you're right about. I agree with you on is that AEW has no type of storyline, no history behind feuds, in AEW. But they have great wrestling. Like
Your promos are trash.
Yeah, the promos is not that great.
The promos are trash. Hold on.
But
Promos are trash. The storylines are trash. The women's division is trash.
yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with all of that. I'm not saying
The only thing that
but
they
as
have,
far as wrestling,
the only thing that they have is great spot match wrestling. They take hella spots.
Yeah.
I went back.
and I think that's
I went back and watched that New Bucks and Lucha, the cage match. They just were crazy. They took every spot that they could.
I agree. But I'm gonna.
If you're telling me that show is better, and the only thing they have out of the whole thing is spots in their matches, but they don't do storylines. They can't do promos.
So let me ask you a question.
That's a better show.
Let me ask you a question. Keep it 100 with it right now. Right? What storyline on SmackDown get your attention besides Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar? Right? Name a storyline, a feud that's happening right now on SmackDown, where you can say, "Oh well, this gets my attention. I like this feud and this storyline that's going on right now on SmackDown."
I'd have to think about it, but I can tell you one thing.
Okay, that's my point.
Nothing on AEW gets my attention.
Okay, it don't have to, Jamie. It don't have to. But what I'm saying is that you can't name a feud or rivalry or even a storyline that's good besides Roman Reigns on SmackDown. That's the only one that that's good right now. Nothing else. Well, no. So if you say that, listen. If you say that,
if I'm getting my thoughts together,
okay, name a few.
I think the Becky and the Bianca thing will turn into something.
No.
You don't think that's gonna turn into something?
No. The way they brought Becky back was terrible. The way they squashed Becky, Belair was terrible. That was bad. Now they had potential. Listen, there could have been a lot of potential in that match.
Wait, the way they brought it back, I agree 100%. It should have been a full match. I agree, but it's still something there.
It's boring, bro.
Nah, I don't think so.
It's boring.
I don't think so.
Bro, I'd rather see you. I'm gonna be honest with you. In my opinion,
and I don't
I'd rather see somebody else go for the women's title. If Belair gonna fight, I'd rather her feud with Naomi or somebody else like that. Give other women opportunities to fight. Like Becky is like, come on, man. She's been out for a while because she's a mother, but she went straight into the main event like that.
Becky's a name, and we know.
Okay.
Hold on, and we know how wrestling does. AEW, all of them. If you got
the women division AEW is trash. I agree with that.
Wait, no, I'm not just talking about women. I'm talking about all together in wrestling. If you got a name, they push you straight to the front.
Yeah, and that sucks.
But that's all wrestling.
It sucks for everybody. It sucks for everybody that actually can go out there and wrestle and have.
You mean just like how Ruby Soho just skipped everybody on the first night of work?
Well, Ruby Soho, like you said, you're right. Ruby Soho's a name, and she came from a company. See, this is the difference. This is what I'm going to be honest with you. My opinion about AEW, what I don't like about AEW is that as soon as a guy gets fired from WWE, they push the guy straight to the top. And then after a while, it dies down. Look what happened to Mox.
Guess what? Bro? Automatically, they're trash.
Yeah. Well, don't get me wrong. I agree that majority of the guys that went over to WWE, it's not great.
All of them.
Christian shouldn't even ever got a title shot. Bro. He shouldn't even been wrestling, period. Bro. He should have been retired.
All of them are trash. Only one that's gonna hold on.
Jericho's not.
Jericho's not from WWE. Jericho came. He was independent. Remember, he just came from Japan.
He still was with WWE. He still was with WWE.
He was independent at the time, bro.
Yeah, but he was still in talks with them. He still was doing business with them.
Right, but he wasn't signed to no major contract. He was an independent.
Okay, he had to be, but he was a WWE. That was the last promotion he was in.
But what I'm telling you is, I don't count Jericho. I'm talking about guys who are currently on the roster.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and God rest his soul. If he was still alive, I think he would still be a big name. I think Brody Lee would have been.
Bro, no disrespect to Brody. No disrespect. But don't put him as a main guy.
No, I wouldn't say a main guy, but I mean his storyline. The storyline that he had, the build behind the Dark Order was great. That was great. That was something different. I like where he was going. God rest his soul. I like where he was going. He could have been a big guy. He could have been the top guy. Don't get me wrong. But I agree with you.
Wait, stay right there. So do you believe that Brody could have been a top guy?
Depends.
On?
It depends. It depends on how over he could have got with the crowd. I mean, they were heels, but
they was getting over though a little bit.
As you see now, yeah, but they only got over because he died. No disrespect. That's the only truth.
Nah, bro. I see
who in the Dark Order? Who in the Dark Order do you believe could be over now? Not Uno and Grayson.
No. Nobody now.
Nobody now. That's
nobody now. But what I'm saying is that
they only got over because of the fact that Brody Lee died. If Brody Lee would not have died, I think he would have been a top contender for the title, but only because he would be a top heel.
A top contender?
I mean, I'm talking about as far as heels are concerned. He would have been a contender just based off of the fact that he would have been a top heel. I'm not saying because of his abilities and everything like that.
Jamie, right now you're saying to me that you don't feel Brody Lee is a good wrestler at all.
I didn't say that.
You seen a wrestler? No. I'm asking you because at the end of the day,
Brody was a great professional. I think he was a wrestler on tags and singles.
Okay.
But to say he was a top guy.
Brody, don't see Brody as being that that top guy.
Hold on, Will. If you're asking me, if I see Brody, again, God rest his soul, as the champ of AEW, as a main eventer, no, sir.
So did you see him that way in WWE? Let's keep it real. He had a buzz behind in the E as well.
Not to be a main event.
Yes, he did. It's just they didn't push him.
No, sir.
So Cisco, you agree or disagree with that? When he went solo, he didn't have a chance to be that top guy in the E. Be honest.
Cisco's out.
Cisco, are you there?
No, he's back. Unmute yourself, dog.
I mean, and it's beside.
I feel like Brody Lee's character was a shot at was a way to get under was a way of a shot at Vince McMahon anyway.
Yeah, but
no. But
that's what they was building.
Will asked it. Do you think that he would have been a main eventer or a big guy in WWE?
And be honest,
with the right character, yeah. I'm only saying that because I've seen his work on the indie scene. So
indie stuff don't work on the main shows.
I understand indie stuff don't work on the main show, but
he was headed in that direction.
But he was over with the crowd, and he was what's the word I'm looking for? He was putting that Mr. Brody Lee on display. You know what I'm saying? While he was on the indie scene.
I hear you.
And then when he got to WWE, he looked like a dirty redneck.
I hear you, but as the main
and when he went solo in the E, he didn't have a buzz behind him a little bit. Like to me, it reminded me of, and I'm gonna be honest, this is my opinion. It reminded me of Kofi Mania when they was pushing him. I think the fans was pushing him, but Vince was like, no. But like I said, in that case, let me tell you,
Kofi Mania.
Let me say this: Kobe wouldn't have been Kobe.
Yeah, don't you dare disrespect Kobe.
Let's keep it 100. Kobe would have been Kobe if Wrestling didn't get injured, bro. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. He wouldn't have won that title for
Hold on. No. Let's be clear. Let's be very clear. The opportunity became because of the injury.
Kofi wouldn't have been Kofi if Weston didn't get injured.
Hold on.
But
the opportunity came because of the injury. But Kofi became Kofi Mania because of us.
yes. So, and I think the same for Brody Lee. I think if he was
injury, the injury was
no.
Hold on. The injury was the vehicle. But we were the ignition. We turned that key.
Yes, I understand that.
If
what I'm saying
Vince didn't listen to us, we would have rioted that day at WrestleMania.
And I think,
no way in hell. No, you are. And that's
what I said was, it's just like how the fans was backing Kobe, they was backing Brody Lee as well.
Not the same.
It was
not the same way, bro.
When he went solo, bro, he had a buzz behind him, bro. People was happy, like
bro. It was
his
nothing.
in-ring performance was actually pretty good, bro.
And it was nothing compared to Kofi's. Nothing. Kofi's was outstanding. It was crazy, bro. And that's no disrespect, but now look at your other wrestlers from there that came over. The Good Brothers, trash.
Yeah, they are.
Miro, trash.
I agree.
Your boy Dean Ambrose, aka Moxley, trash.
Trash. I agree.
Who else? Cade.
Matt Hardy.
Christian
Matt Hardy,
Cade, trash. Matt Hardy, trash.
Big Show, trash.
Mark Henry, trash.
Sting. I like Sting and Derby. I like Sting.
Super trash. But you know what? Because they don't put Sting too much in the ring, I don't mind him. He's just like a good manager. So I don't mind him as
but
much.
he did wrestle. Don't get me wrong. He did wrestle.
He did.
I don't want to see him wrestle though.
But they're not pushing him as much. And
honestly, I think I'll be honest with you. As a manager, I don't like him in Facebook.
now he got to do face paint.
I don't know. Why?
Don't nobody want to see regular face, Sting face. Don't nobody want to see that.
Where's Shane? My thing is a manager don't come forward. What manager you know? Huh?
Jesus Christ, I don't want him with the shades on. I hate that whole look. Leave him in that face.
I don't think he should have a face paint, man. It takes away from everything, like, cause you know he's gonna wrestle with that face paint on. Bro.
You know, but it
doesn't. When he comes out, you know he's gonna wrestle. Man.
To me, it doesn't take away from it because he's supposed to be Darby. Darby's this like dark character, so you need the dark character of Sting.
Okay, I get it.
Him by himself, I would hate that. I would super hate that.
I get it.
Yeah, so all the guys that went over there are trash. The only one that I'm hoping might turn out to be something really good is Adam Cole.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Daniel Bryan's trash. If they put Daniel Bryan in the right feud,
I'm not counting. But I'm not counting him yet. It's not fair to count.
Okay.
Because
I don't think what I think honestly, in my opinion about Adam Cole, I think he should have. This is my opinion, and tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's a good idea or not. I think they should have brought him in after Daniel Bryan. I think if they was going to bring him in on the same day, Daniel Bryan should have came out because he was expected to come. Nobody expected Adam Cole to be there. Adam Cole got a bigger pop than Daniel Bryan, in my opinion, because everybody felt like, they knew that,
but Adam
Bryan was going to be there. Huh?
Adam is the bigger wrestler right now, bro.
Okay, so, and then this is what I would have did. I would have had Adam come in, and I would have had him turn on. I would have had him act like he was going to join them, and then turn on. Because if you really look at it, the last time they actually turned on him when they fired him from the Bullet Club. So why not have that feel that, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I remember last time.
Different company, bro.
Yeah, but still, it could be a different company, but it's still the same people, bro.
Yeah, but they don't want to use other people's storylines.
It's not a storyline. Of course it is. No, I mean, but if you really look at it,
it's a storyline, bro.
Okay, but listen though, it happened. Okay, when Omega did that, he was in New Japan. Japan is doing business with AEW.
So what? It's still a storyline. They wanted it to be.
So why can't? Eventually, Jamie, they're gonna go down a storyline from the past, and I'm telling you, somebody's gonna be feuding with somebody, and because they got history together.
Right.
That's the whole point of wrestling, history.
I hear you, but most companies like to do their own history. They don't want to start with somebody else's thing.
I get what you're saying. I think there's too many people in that faction. I think it would have been better off if he would have either turned. This is my thing. I think he should have turned on Omega, and then
and then be a face.
Yeah,
He's trash as a face, bro. He's a good heel.
Yeah, he's a good heel. Don't get me wrong, but we got so many heels on the show. You already got Kenny Omega. You already got the you know what I'm saying, the Young Bucks. You already got how many heels you gotta have? How many heel factions you gotta have?
Hey, bro, it's called WCW.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so many excuse my French, sorry.
Cause you know what? Don't worry about it. Elite, the Elite, they're becoming the NWO.
Basically,
they're becoming the NWO, and they're just like grabbing anybody.
Besides the Elite, you have Dark Order. Besides Dark Order,
just all Elite. Soon, Virgil's gonna be a part. They just gonna start grabbing everybody.
I mean, but let's go all the pictures. You got the Dark Order, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the Elite. You have Team Taz. You have. I wouldn't be surprised if CM Punk end up getting him and Danny Bryan end up joining the forces, and they have enough. You got Matt Hardy. He's managing everybody right now. You got everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Matt Hardy's joining.
Yeah. So it's like. What's the guy Todd Dillinger? What's his name? Todd Dillinger, right?
Yeah, trash.
Yeah, garbage.
Trash.
Garbage. And it's like, so I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like you got bringing all of these guys and they're automatically joining.
WCW.
Yeah, that's how it was with Dungeon of Doom. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I guess.
WCW. They got to do something else.
The LWO, the NWO. I guess you're right.
Too many factions.
Wolfpack.
Yeah, bro. Too many factions is not good.
Yeah.
And then when you start to just like put anybody in the factions, because guess what? The good bros, they need to get fired.
Why?
They're of no use. They're just there standing in the background.
I think what they're doing, they're there and they under contract with Impact. So it's like, what can they do?
Yeah, but they're trash because
they are, but I don't think there's only so much they can do. I think
No.
Them being under contract is an Impact unless they sign on to them fighting at a major pay-per-view or all out event or AEW event.
No,
if AEW pay-per-view, that's the only time they get to wrestle.
No, because they can wrestle on AEW. Because the way that those contracts are working, like with the dual joints, like what's her name? She's fighting on AEW Dark today.
Thunder Rosa?
No, black girl. I forget her name right now.
Jay.
No, not Jay.
No, Big Swole.
Big Swole.
She's who girlfriend that is? That's what's the name.
Cedric Alexander. That's his wife.
That's his wife.
Oh wow.
I actually got to meet.
Yeah, I see him coming there too. So AEW.
I actually got to meet them down in Tampa. So that was it was dope. They were nice, really nice people.
I see him coming to AEW soon, bro.
I don't.
It's funny y'all mentioned him because MVP posted a picture earlier, and Cedric was sitting next to him on a plane. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know what that meant, but
they need to get back together.
Listen, they might. I hope so.
Wait, no, it wasn't Cedric. My bad. It was Shelton. Shelton Benjamin. That's what it was. It wasn't.
Shelton was like, this wouldn't have happened if you had backup or something.
Yeah.
Cedric
it would be dope
that.
to see him against the Bloodline though. That would have been a dope Survivor Series match. The Bloodline against
Now I think New Day would be better. I think that would be better.
What, New Day against the Bloodline?
That's gonna be dope, bro.
Yes.
Nah, bro. I think
That's gonna be dope.
But New Day
you got the Usos against the New Day. The Usos against the New Day.
Okay, I mean, I get it. It would be a good match.
They've had some classic matches now. Let's not play them out.
That would be dope.
They had classic matches now.
Maybe because I'm tired of seeing them. They had so many matches together. Like,
We left something?
Yeah. But also what I was gonna say is you look at a person like Big Swole, right? Big Swole wrestles on AEW, but she is also now the champion of an independent company, Battle Club.
Battle Club Pro.
Battle Club Pro. Battle Club Pro. She just won the title back in August. I was there for the show, and I was like, well, how does that work? And basically, she doesn't defend that title on AEW.
She just defended it. But it also give that company a buzz.
Correct.
So that's what they do. They basically.
Right, but it's the same thing with Impact. So they can go to Impact, wrestle, win titles if they want, and then come back here and just show their title.
You know what would be funny if Vince buy out Impact? That would be hilarious. Yo. If Vince was like, you know what, I want to buy Impact now. Like, you need to buy Impact now. All of these wrestlers that's on there, they can't go to AEW anymore.
That was even being shady.
Yo. Let me not give that man any ideas, though.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Go buy.
Yo, that was so messed up, yo.
Go buy Impact.
All of these guys that work that would be mad funny, though.
That would never happen.
The Good Bros can fired immediately.
Word.
Because honestly,
the Good Bros.
The Good Bros. Because honestly, they're only on that show. Now everybody's going. This is bad.
They're going to Japan.
They should have stayed in Japan.
Just Will, see, that's that spirit of the Android.
Huh?
The Android sucks.
Wow, what happened?
We'll see. Your picture's gone.
I know, because I'm doing something. My fault. I was texting somebody. My fault.
That's fine. I think.
Don't blame the Android. I was texting someone.
I think altogether. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. They only got the title. Not the title. They only got a contract in WWE because of AJ, and now they only got this contract with AEW because of Matt and them. But honestly, they shouldn't be on the show. They need to get off the show.
And go where? Go back to New Japan?
Yes. That would be befitting.
Well, they've been going.
I did hear. Listen though, I don't know if this is true or not. I heard a rumor that New Japan is going to be working with WWE eventually.
Well, no, because
that was supposed to be the plan for Daniel Bryan, but then WWE found out that they had a partnership with AEW, so then they backed out.
No, so what happened was earlier on, before COVID, I was hearing stories about the two of them getting together, but I guess Tony Khan got to them first.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. I heard that WWE was like working with
and Tony got that deal with them. So what happened is Vince liked Daniel so much that he told him he could go and do G1 over in Japan. But what happened is when Daniel got that okay, and I guess he went and spoke to people in New Japan, they were like, nah, we're not doing any business with WWE. So because of that, that's why he left. It wasn't really because he had any problem with him. It's just really because he wanted to do New Japan and do some other things. And because New Japan wasn't working with WWE, he decided to go ahead and leave anyway.
And the reason why they was working with WWE is because they had that contract probably with Tony Khan.
Correct. But what I heard, and I'm not completely sure, but I know I was hearing before that WWE was having some kind of connection with MLW.
Yeah, I heard
that because of what's name, because of Roman Reigns, because I heard he was interested in him, but I also heard that they was working with MLW as well. Like they want to scout talents, like how NXT and everything.
It kind of like made me remember that when just this week, what's name got Bobby Fish is with them now.
Yeah.
Do you think
I don't see that.
Bobby Fish?
Yes, I think so. I think so.
I actually think that Bobby Fish should have got picked up by AEW.
I mean, I like Bobby Fish when he was in Ring of Honor, and but I feel like he's injury prone. He was out of NXT more than he was in.
True. So
I think Bobby Fish decided to go to MLW is because of the same reason why Marty didn't join AEW as well. You know what I'm saying? Because he would have probably been overshadowed by everybody else.
I think Bobby Fish went on the strength that he, I just think he wanted to try something new, something fresh, and I think they reminded him of Ring of Honor because to be perfectly honest, the management at Ring of Honor, nobody really, they've had a lot of issues when it comes to the talent.
Yo, dude, MLW, come on, they have a network they on?
No, they're on YouTube. I know that's where I was watching.
They have a show that's coming out on Vice actually next week.
Oh,
okay.
That's MLW.
Check it out.
But I was watching them on Saturdays on YouTube, Will. That's where I was watching MLW. And it was pretty dope. I enjoyed their show.
MLW was good, but a lot of the talent actually went to AEW, like MJF.
MJF was killing on MLW.
Yeah, especially with his faction, the Dynasty with Alex Hammerstone and this other kid, forgot his name. But right now, Jacob Fatu is like the hottest thing there.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I see him coming to the E though. I don't see him going to AEW.
No. He's definitely gonna go over there with his cousins.
Yeah. But then again, who knows, man? A lot of people just want to make a name for themselves. They don't want to ride on somebody else's coattail. So I'm not going to say that that's not going to happen. I'm just saying that I think that's the reason why Bobby Fish went over there, and I think that's one of the reasons why Marty didn't want to join AEW because of that.
Yeah,
like I said, I think a lot of people.
If their cousin goes to AEW, he's going to get pushed to the back.
You think so?
Yeah.
I highly doubt that.
I don't see him going to the top.
You know why? I don't see, because you got to keep in mind it will just be a petty situation to get back at Vince. Like it's like, okay, you got your guy, we got his cousin over here. So you know what? That's your guy. It's gonna be our top guy over here. I think it will just be to get back at Vince. That's all. I think he will be a top guy.
And guess what? If they do it that way and they don't build him correctly, then he just goes to the bottom of the barrel still.
Yeah, but I think they will.
And that's what they end up doing with a lot of guys. They get them, they hot for 5 seconds. We talked about this already, and then they go to the bottom of the barrel.
But you know,
I can't even lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think every guy that's in AEW had a better gimmick or character in WWE.
Right, because they know how to build characters. Yeah. They know how to build gimmicks. AEW is a bunch of one-night promoters. They know how to put on one-nighters that are really good. Like, listen, the first one that they did was at All Out, All In. The very first thing they did before they started AEW. What was the name of that, Cisco?
All In.
Okay.
The one
with Cody.
Yeah.
With Nick Aldis. Listen.
That's.
Bro, that was amazing. That was a great night of wrestling.
That match alone was great. Aldis and Cody.
Right, but it was a great night of wrestling.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It may have been like maybe one or two that could have been that was just fillers, but for the most part, it was definitely
great show.
Yeah,
it was a great show. That joint popped like it was a part of a company already, like it was their WrestleMania or something like that. But
once again, you had different cats from. What I liked about it was the fact that it was different promotions coming together. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't an AEW thing. It was a Ring of Honor, a New Japan, whomever else was out there. It was a joint effort.
Honestly, I don't know how I feel about that though. Man. I don't know how I feel about all of these companies joining forces. Like,
okay, so right there, Will, I got one for you. One of the new guys inside of our chat. Shout out to everybody that is joining the Bearded Podcast group. We're growing every day. One of the guys that just joined the other day, he posted a comment from Kenny Omega, and Kenny kind of like addressed that. And just give me a second, I'm gonna pull it up. I want to read it to you guys. Okay, here we go. We're all wrestlers, and a lot of us, regardless of who we represent or who we're working for, a lot of us still feel like we're family. I have friends not only in AEW, New Japan, friends in Impact. I have friends in WWE. I know that sounds crazy. I want them to succeed, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here you go. This is the part I really wanted. Maybe I'll be long gone and retired, maybe even dead. I don't know. But maybe there will be a world where even just for one show a year, we get talents that work together on an incredible super show to show the greatest talents of the world doing what we love to do and showing the beauty and the peak art form that is professional wrestling, which includes all styles, which is why I did things challenging like Lucha Libre. Do you guys agree with that?
As far as the E is concerned, I think Triple H will be open to it more than this.
I mean, if it's a once a year super show, I wouldn't mind that. But I'm talking about like on a regular show on Dynamite, you got somebody from New Japan or somebody from Impact or Ring of Honor coming in. I don't know.
That's what they're doing now.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this.
New Japan already did it with the G1 Supercard that they did at Madison Square Garden 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They did it already. Honor has already proven that they've done it by working with different promotions as well as I've done it. It's just that who's willing to sit down at the table and put it together. And that's why I said I believe Triple H would be willing to at least sit down at the table and hear it out. Vince ain't trying to hear it.
But you know what? I disagree.
Let me ask you a quick actual question.
I disagree.
And this has nothing. It has a lot. All right, Triple H. Do you think the reason why Vince took control over NXT and what was going on?
He only took over the branding. Triple H is still making the day-to-day.
Okay.
They said that.
Yeah, okay. I need to watch that because I heard that they changed. There's a lot of changes being made. It just sounds crazy. Like they're talking about, it's called NXT 2.0 now.
So
okay, I'm watching it now.
I know you are. So these are the backstage notes from tonight's WWE NXT 2.0 taping. Kevin Dunn is at tonight's taping to personally oversee the USA Network broadcast. Going forward, everything will be described as NXT 2.0 on camera. They intend to emphasize this as a newer NXT. Paul Levesque is understandably not at tonight's taping. And as an hour ago, Samoa Joe wasn't there. PW Insider is told that the show script has changed a ton of times over the course of the day, and the atmosphere has been described as weird by talents that they've spoken to. I think Kevin Dunn is there because Triple H is not there. But Vince already said that him and his best buddies, which are Brother Love, Laurinaitis, all of them, they said that they're too busy to fully produce another weekly show. So they're not taking over NXT. What they're doing is rebranding everything.
So my question is, who is actually producing Smackdown?
Word. That's a good question, bro.
Is it Vince or is it Paul?
I'm under the full.
Probably Paul, bro. Paul got his hand in this somewhere.
I'm fully under the impression that Vince and them are still running that show. Because let's be clear, when it comes to Raw and SmackDown, Vince still has the last say on all of that. And they're going again.
I'm sure that Paul has his hands in it somewhere.
I agree. I
think that Paul has his hands in it somewhere. I think
he's doing a lot on that show. But I feel like Vince
Because honestly,
overall
if
produced-
if Vince and I'm running that show, SmackDown's a better show than Raw. What the heck is going on, Raw, bro? Like, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Brother Love.
Get rid of him, man. Get rid of him.
well,
He's not getting rid of him.
well, what do we think about we know that the what's name is getting ready to happen, or at least that's what they're telling us, that the draft is going to happen the first show in October.
I think Drew is going to SmackDown.
Yeah, he needs to get off the Raw.
I think Drew's going to
I'm tired of
SmackDown.
seeing him, bro.
Clearly,
I'm tired of seeing him.
Big E is staying on Raw.
As he should.
I don't know. I can't think of no other.
Who
no
on
other thing.
SmackDown? Who on SmackDown do you want to see on Raw?
On SmackDown.
They might send Nakamura to Raw.
Okay, that's not bad.
Him and Priest can have a good match.
Yes.
I could see them sending Nakamura for Priest.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't send Sami Zayn over there.
Well, that's the funny thing, because Sami Zayn's contract is over. Actually, before Kevin Owens' contract is over.
I don't
Do you
think
see Kevin Owens staying, or you see him leaving?
Kevin.
No, Kevin Owens is not staying.
I just.
Yeah,
He's not,
no, Mount Rushmore, dog.
he's
I
not staying.
I think they're gonna throw the bag at Kev.
Yeah, well, they threw the bag at Cole. Cole didn't stay.
Yeah, but see the difference with Cole's situation is he had a bigger bag with Twitch. Absolutely. And let me tell you something.
That's true.
What he can make on Twitch, AEW nor WWE is gonna pay him.
That's why it really didn't matter where he went. That Twitch money is that's a different kind of money.
Yo, bro.
That's a different pay scale right there.
Yeah, listen. The type of money that these guys are making on Twitch is pretty amazing. I saw this one guy, this one gamer, he made $5 million last year. Another guy made $10 million.
That's why Paige was crying. That's why she was crying, because she's like, oh my God, when they gonna deal? Yeah.
They was
Because she know her wrestling career is over.
yeah. And
Even though she's still trying to.
they were saying, Paige was making like something like upwards of like $60,000 a month.
It's like the video game version of OnlyFans.
Absolutely. But
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch end up turning into the new OnlyFans.
nah,
That's even video game.
yeah.
Video,
Wow.
Now, I was on Twitch before, like it was actually like a real big thing. I had a profile on it, but I didn't really, do anything with it. But,
You said on Twitch?
yeah, man. I guess I ain't a big gamer. I was on Twitch for a minute.
I thought you said OnlyFans. I was about to say,
Oh, no.
Do that to my brother.
I'm married, Doc. I'm married. Look,
Right.
I'm married, Doc.
He's married.
married people is on there too.
Let them be on there. Not this one.
I know.
The
Jokers
only fans
are-
I know is the Martin Luther King fans in the church. Doc.
What?
Wait, what? TMI.
The only fans I know is those old fans in the church.
Will.
That was so true. The only fans in church.
Okay, I got one for you guys though. For real. Let's switch quickly and let's talk about Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
He's good on commentary. Right?
It's a sad ending to a dope career. Sad ending to a dope career. That's all I can really say.
The dude is highly injury prone. And
I blame that on Ring of Honor and Impact.
but okay now. So now can we say that Vince is not wrong in two ways? One, Vince was not wrong for letting him go because he was injury prone and he can't keep himself together. And two,
but
hold on.
Okay, listen.
Hold on. He's injury prone. The inevitable just happened again.
You can say that, right? But he's great on a mic as as far as a comeback.
Hold on, bro.
But once again, why
Hold on.
don't we know what this injury is?
Don't know.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, think about. I see. It's really suspicious to me when you know he's the guy. He's the new champion of NXT. He hasn't even wrestled. That was the last time he wrestled.
Bro, the same thing happened to Finn.
So do you not think that
Won the Universal Champion. Finn won the Universal Champion in the next day. And then
but he was really injured though. With Samoa Joe, he wrestled, and then after that, we haven't seen or heard anything from him. And then next thing you know, Vince is taking over. Well, not produce. Well, I wouldn't say producer, but he ran in NXT. Of course, I mean, I just think it's suspicious, man. Like, I don't know. Like, all of a sudden, the man injured. Now he's no longer on TV. Vince got rid of him.
Always
so
injured. He's always injured.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what if he's really not injured? What if it's just to get the title off him so
I don't think so.
Vince can rebrand NXT like how he wants to?
I don't think. I think the guy is a great wrestler. I think he's a great commentator.
What you say, Cisco? You say it makes sense what I said?
That makes sense. That's what I said in the Facebook group.
That's because Cisco loves good plot twist. And you know what?
It makes a good story though.
Hold on.
It does.
I agree with you. It does make a good storyline. But what I'm saying is, I don't think that's true. I think the man is really hurt. I really do.
I mean, if he's really hurt, then listen. Hope he get well soon, whatever. But what he needs to do is just come on as like the GM.
Matter of fact, do we know about this injury? How severe is this injury? Like, is he going to be out for a month, 2 months, a couple of weeks? How bad is this injury? If
you think about it lately, when it comes down to injuries, they've been saying that a lot lately. They've been keeping it real general. Like when it came to the Sasha Banks situation, very general.
When it came to the Kofi situation,
very general. So it's like we don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But stuff like this makes for a good story. The fact that Sasha's hurt or Sasha is whatever, and then Becky comes back.
Now let me tell you something. You know what I thought was a story from the very beginning?
What?
Roman Reigns with the cancer.
I didn't think that.
That was
it was too specific.
No,
you think that was a storyline?
I don't think.
Hear me out.
That was no storyline, bro.
Hear me out.
I feel like that.
Hear me out. I don't believe that he didn't have cancer. Let me just be clear with that.
You don't think it was as serious as they was portraying it to be?
No, I don't think that either. Here's my idea. I sat there that night at my ex's house and watched it, and I was just like, really like, dang, that's messed up. And then the wheels started turning, the same way the wheels started turning last night for all of us when Big E won, right? So my wheels started turning, and I said, okay, so what's going on that would make him need to leave?
Movie.
Furious. So for me, this is what they did. I believe that he the cancer might have came back, and he did have a little battle with it, but it wasn't as severe as it was, and he handled it while still wrestling and being on the show. We just didn't let him wrestle as much during the time when he was sick. They let him get his treatment, but they said, hey, this is too good for us to let go. So when Rock got him in a situation where he could do Fast 9 and they needed to get him off, this was a good way for him to get off the show. So when I say that it was a part of the storyline, they used it. They used a real life situation to get him some time off.
Then he came back.
Right, but
And he's still getting booed.
Wait.
No.
Wait,
when he came back, he actually wasn't getting booed.
A little bit. They was a little bit.
Not like he was. Not like he was before.
He was
getting Undertaker.
Now, but here's the thing about it though, and this is why I say it was a storyline as well, because first they needed to get him on so he can go do the movie, right? They had to try to get us to stop booing him. How do you do that? You can't boo nobody that got cancer.
Sympathy card. Play the sympathy card. That's all.
So now Roman Reigns is coming back faster than we thought, and he doesn't have the cancer anymore. He's a survivor. You can't boo him.
Yeah, you can't. But he did get booed a little bit. There was some still
Look.
but it wasn't as worse as
It was very little. It was very little.
Yeah, it was.
That was
And then
the
after
Well,
that,
moment.
Hey, Will, I want you to retire that Undisputed Era shirt. It's over.
No.
no, listen, man. I know, man.
So-
Great moment, man. Great moment, man.
It's a time in history.
Wait a minute.
You wear that shirt all you want, bro.
Listen,
Nah.
thank
Nah.
No, listen, man. It's the come on, man.
Nah.
Great era, man.
It was a great era of wrestling.
It was, bro.
It was a great 4 years. It was a great 4 years.
It was. Come on, with those guys. But those guys did in NXT and war games and stuff like that. I could go back.
So who do you have winning? Who do you have winning tonight?
Pete Dunne.
Yeah,
Pete Dunne.
especially since he just signed a new contract.
Yeah, not only that, he hasn't won the title yet.
I would love for Tommaso Ciampa to get it back because I just think that he had great matches, and he was a great champion, and he was a great heel champion at that.
No, don't get me wrong. He was great.
Yeah, but I'm just tired of seeing him with
I'm tired. Yeah, I think the title need to be on somebody else. Pete Dunne is
I
a
agree.
good
It's been on 2 people ever since.
Yeah,
No,
but
3
listen,
people.
Pete Dunne never won that title, and he puts on a hell of a matches, man. Like
He breaks people's fingers.
the man is nice in the ring, bro. Don't you cannot come on.
So you don't want Kyle? You don't want Kyle to win it?
No,
Or you know what? I'll say this.
I'll take Cal after him.
Yeah,
I
'cause
definitely.
I think Kyle could have.
So he
I
needs
think
more
they-
build.
they-
You're saying he
Kyle-
needs more build up.
Yes, I agree.
No, I think they just say Tom. I
What?
think that if he was gonna win, he should beat what's the name for the title?
Who?
Adam Cole.
No.
Or was that before?
That wasn't gonna happen.
No.
Yeah, but
That wasn't gonna
I
happen only
think
because
with the feud, like I think that would have been better. It would have been better for him at that time. But now I think he missed it. But
that's
honestly,
probably
I'm
why-
gonna be
that's
honest with
probably
you.
why
It's
he
definitely gonna be.
But that's
It's
why he
definitely
didn't
gonna
push
be
for it to be for a title. He knew he was leaving.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
and Kyle O'Reilly is literally his best friend. So
Yeah.
he's like, listen,
I'm gonna say this. I do think it's gonna be between Pete Dunne and Kyle. I want to say Pete Dunne need it, but I agree with you. I think Kyle's gonna get it.
I think Pete Dunne is gonna win it. Pete has that great contract that Triple H actually hand delivered to him himself.
I'm gonna go with Kyle because what I just seen. Kyle's
he's
gonna
gonna
win.
be a good champion though.
I
What
agree.
I just seen, Kyle's
He's
gonna
gonna
win.
be a great champion though.
I think so.
Okay.
Did y'all hear me? But what I just watched like 15, 20 minutes ago, Kyle's gonna win that title.
We don't care what you watching. I'm gonna turn
That's
it
a fact. He's gonna win.
Is MSK still the champions?
No ego, amigo.
Yeah, Kyle's gonna win, bro. After what I just seen, there's no chance. I do think there's gonna be a feud between him and Pete, though. That would be dope. But Kyle's gonna win that title.
I think if he wins it, Pete ends up getting it and has it for longer.
Yeah, down the line.
Yeah.
So where does that leave Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano?
Well, Johnny Gargano's another one. All these cats.
Yeah, but
all
I'm
these
saying,
cats-
I don't want to see another feud with these guys, man. We didn't
But
see
they're
it.
earners. But bro,
First of all, Johnny Gargano.
It's a great feud.
and
Don't get me wrong. It's a great feud.
All right.
But I'm tired of seeing it. Don't get me wrong. It was dope. But how
Listen,
many
that's
times
like
you gotta see
saying
it?
that's like saying you're tired of seeing Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I
But
am.
every time you see them,
But they, you know what though? I'll say, yeah, you're right. But they do
Fight
put on-
forever.
They both entertain. They both entertain. Yo, they're hilarious.
it's just like
Especially Sami Zayn. I
back in the
Sami
day.
Zayn, man.
Like back in the day when you would watch, when you heard
Rock against Stone Cold.
AJ. No. I was gonna say AJ Styles
Uh-huh.
and Christopher Daniels. Every time you heard they was about to fight, you knew it was gonna be something classic.
Say some independent crap.
Yeah.
That's right. Cause that's me.
Independent crap.
Because
Oh, you
listen,
said the
Stone
right
Cold
name.
The Rock. That's too easy. That's
Speaking
too easy
of
to say.
Sami Zayn, man,
Dude, you said
what
you
he
said
did,
the right
what he
name.
did.
Stone Cold versus The Rock versus Triple H, Stone Cold versus Triple H, Undertaker versus Triple H. We saw those matches like 80 times.
Everybody versus Triple H, huh?
No, it was. You're right though. We did see those matches.
It's
No.
not. It's not.
Now you can say what
that
you
he-
want. I'm gonna tell you what, a great rivalry. You can say what you want, but that Eddie Guerrero and Dean Malenko was a great rivalry.
WCW, yes.
WCW and ECW. great rivalry.
Yes, I agree.
Like those was
But
fire.
let's not forget, I would say too, Sabu and Taz. Come on, bro. Sabu and Taz.
That's more of a spots. It's more of a spots match.
ECW, bro. ECW days.
Sabu was a spot. He's a spots wrestler. We all know that. You would not get technical wrestling from Sabu at all. It's all spots. Putting people.
He was a man. He was a man. He was the man, regardless.
He was alright. He was alright. I stopped rocking when he broke Chris Benoit's neck. I didn't like that.
Truth.
Hey,
That was
listen.
whack.
This one was now. I feel bad.
We're not gonna do this. He's still one of the greatest. I don't care.
Not that he wasn't a great wrestler, but hey, this nigga was broken. Okay.
Hey, that's some steroids.
Moving on.
But I'm gonna tell you something. That's why Vince is so protective of his wrestlers because of stuff like that.
Okay.
The brother, the dude had post-concussion syndrome.
Okay. I'm
You know?
I'm looking at NXT 2.0 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not against the colors. Like, that doesn't bother me. You know what does bother me though? Well, not bother me. Not say it like that. But what makes it look different to me, it looks like more like studio wrestling.
Well, that's what it is. They're at where are they at?
Their contract is up with what's the name, so they're not there no more.
They're not at Full Sail no
Not
more.
at full sense.
Yeah.
There's so
And-
and I like this building.
AEW was at Universal Studios.
Yeah, they
they're
got-
where TNA used to be at. For
I've been
Dark.
there before. I've been there before. It's really small in there. I went to TNA twice over there when I went there.
Listen,
Now, how does that work though? Because you know with TNA, I know like when I went there for Impact, once you pay to get in the park, all you gotta do is go to the front and get tickets.
this is giving me pride vibes. I just want y'all to know that.
So I want to know: do you just get tickets? Like, do you just? Why are you smacking each other?
Yo, where's Spectre?
Yo, that was stupid.
Wow. Who is these two dudes?
That was really funny, man. That was hilarious. Why you smacked them?
Well,
Oh, are these the cat? Oh, these are the dudes with that's where Roderick Strong is. Okay.
they're saying that this is at the performance center, but it doesn't look like it.
They probably, restructured it. Well, we couldn't tell. They had them
All the
they had
different
the gates up and stuff.
But this looks good.
It gives me WCW Saturday Night vibes.
Yeah.
It gives me Saturday Night vibes or NWA.
Tell you the truth, it definitely gives me NWA, but on a higher quality.
Yeah, definitely higher quality.
But you know what though, bro? You know what Vince did with this is he's making it look more like Raw and SmackDown.
They're making it look like what?
More like Raw and SmackDown. It's making it look like a regular show. Like NXT
No,
always
this-
had this like gritty Raw type feel, and I think he's trying to make it more of a mainstream situation right now, and that's what it looks like to me.
This is giving me TNA vibes. That's what it's giving me, really. Like
guys
the
look like
old Impact Zone.
They would have
old
been in a
Impact
great
Zone.
fiction with Walter.
I wonder what they're gonna do with Walter.
I hope they
He's probably
bring.
gonna go to the main roster, bro. If he go to the main, he need to be champion.
If
I want to know what are they going to do with this UK title since it ain't no more NXT UK.
What I would do is I will still keep it as a title and just have them wrestle for it on NXT until the UK open back up.
I agree.
But the issues come with travel. Same issues that they have in AEW
Then
when it comes
put
to pop.
the UK on put the titles on people that's actually from the UK over there.
No. The thing is, this is the thing. Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you, the AEW, when it comes to Pac, they have him stay for like a month, and then he leaves for 2 weeks to go home,
Okay.
and then so it rotates for him. So because of this COVID situation, that's what WWE is going to have to do.
Yeah.
In order to bring.
But I wouldn't disband the title. Like I would
No, I just think whatever performers have full visas or they had their citizenship here, use them until they can open back up.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what everybody had to do. Everybody had to do when COVID was at its highest.
She might be the next champion, man. I see her. I can see the title on her, Jenny.
Who's this? Jenny?
I don't know. I can see the title on her. Why not?
I don't know, but she looked like she would beat you up, Will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro.
She looked like what's my man name from Rocky IV? Dolph Lundgren.
I'm telling you, she look like she
do, bro. She definitely do.
Yeah,
she looked like a Russian that'll beat you down. Like,
who's this?
I don't know, but it's a brother get it.
Oh, it's Kushida.
Mike.
Kushida's gonna lose that title. He's definitely gonna lose that title I don't even know why.
I didn't even think the cruiserweight title was still.
Well, they still have 205.
Yeah,
they still have the show.
Yeah, and
it just comes on the network.
Yeah, and then 205 is gonna be. Oh, see, I like this stage setup.
Wait, 205 is still. Wait, they're still around?
Yeah.
Really?
Just like Main Event. Main Event is on the network,
and it's all gonna be at the Performance Center. But let me tell you something. I like this setup. That's better than anything NXT ever had before.
I just wanted to stay organically what it's been. That's all I want.
I agree.
That's all
I agree. They can change the setup, but just don't change.
Keep it organically the way it's been.
Yeah,
I think.
I agree.
That's what they were trying to let us know before. Is like, listen, what we're changing is the brand. We're making it look more professional, more upgraded. We don't want it to look like this underground gritty thing anymore. We want it to be seen as a mainstream branded show. And I think that's what they've done, but they're still going to allow it to be what it is because Vince is not taking over the day-to-day operations. It's still going to be Triple H and Shawn Michaels and his guys. So I hope that's what happens. So, yeah.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's
here we go.
Okay, now wait.
Oh, they put the new. They changed it again.
Okay, now just wait. Here we go. Everybody, we're gonna stop the show right here. Please follow us on all social media platforms. That's Bearded Wrestling for YouTube. No, it's now the Bearded Wrestling Podcast. We're switching everything to the Bearded Wrestling Podcast, so that way you know where to find us. All right.
What happened to Dre tonight? What's up?
He had to do something.
All right, cool.
Pastor. So I'm gonna put up everything, and you follow us next week. I'll holla at you guys.